good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the Boom Bar right here on your Boom Radio NG. I bid you a warm welcome to the bar today, as today promises to be a very interesting one. This wonderful Christmas Eve, and we're going to be talking about quite a number of things today. There's a lot of sports to break down today. There's EFCC still busy. It is Christmas Eve, and you think some things would have come down, but no. EFCC is people sitting on some people's jugular. Like, it's not going anywhere. We're going to be talking about a bit of updates from the federal government and some terror accounts and things that they're talking about. Also, there's a bit of conversation around the Yuletide. We're going to be talking about from different states, news from different states around Yuletide. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show today. My name is Oladeluko, and with me in the studio is Just Fola and Shala Rogers. However, we're going to be talking about, it is the Boom Bar. If you're just joining us for the very first time, this is where we talk about politics, sports, entertainment, and everything else in between.
Hello guys, hope we're having a wonderful Wednesday today. And hope we're having a nice Christmas Eve.
Okay.
It's Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, noticed this afternoon.
Yeah.
I think somebody had sent a message. I'm like, oh, okay, it's Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas
Okay.
Eve.
Again,
It
I
really
said
doesn't
something. I
like it.
I said something before we came on, and it's still right there in our faces. We did not share the biscuit with you. Why are we staring at it?
Sorry.
I don't understand.
Sorry,
At
you.
this point, you did
I
not
had
share.
a little snack.
You
before
just
we came on
felt
air.
that we had to see that you had a little
Apologies.
snack.
Apologies. Free advert for that.
Anyway,
Let them come and pay.
like I said, figured it's Christmas Eve, but and I would say that maybe it's a little Christmassy for a few people.
For whom? Not for me. I'm not in the Christmas.
For someone that
mood.
got released that was on death row,
Oh yeah.
it is
Yeah.
a beautiful Christmas.
A very, very beautiful one.
That you will not take away from that. And then,
Mhm.
there are quite a number of things. But you know what? In the spirit of Christmas Eve, please, I think that we should just even calm down with some of the lots of these stories. And we should just start with sports. There's quite a number of things I think that we need to break down. First things first, which I would say has gotten a lot of people talking, is AFCON. AFCON is actually ongoing. Yeah. And I wouldn't say that we've seen any serious upsets yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 3 days.
Yeah.
But I would say that it's been interesting. And for one, Nigeria has played. So
And we won.
and we won.
And we won with not. I think we dominated our match. It wasn't
We
like
did.
really
I don't-
tough. I watched the highlights,
I can't-
and in the highlights, it looked like we dominated a lot of the ball and created a lot lot of chances, but we were just missing. So
yeah, I heard that there were
That was-
quite
that was
a
a
number
good
of
start.
chances actually that it was just the finishing that was an issue.
Yeah.
But
Shemi Logo got a goal
yeah,
I didn't
he
know
did.
that.
and he got man of the match.
He got man of the match. Alex Iwobi got 2 assists. Yes.
You know,
it will be haters.
Oh,
Where are you now?
Iwobi every time.
Ndidi was Captain Fantastic on the day.
Yeah,
You know?
he's the new captain now. I think that.
I said you Osimhen last week. Well, Ndudu too was
It's close
there.
now.
Yeah.
It's
I,
close.
Probably
Ndidi,
vice.
funny enough, I would have, if it wasn't Ndidi, I wouldn't be surprised if someone like an Alex Iwobi is.
I don't think it will be as
Iwobi
leadership
doesn't-
quality.
He does have, but he doesn't want to. It will be. I saw a video that was made by their club in the UK, and it will be Calvin Bassey and the third Nigerian player, Chukwueze, what's his name now?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
Chukwueze.
And they were talking, who's most likely to be captain?
Captain, yeah.
And they pointed at him, you know, and he was so. And I understand where he's coming from.
Why
He's gotten the short end of the stick a couple of times.
So just leave me in my head.
Yeah.
So,
Just leave me
Look,
alone.
Yeah.
It got so bad that he almost shut down his social media at some point.
Yeah, true.
So I don't think he wants to go past that. He just still wants to play good
Yeah,
football.
I think he's actually doing better now. I think he's is gotten better. Maybe
the story was told, with age and time. But say what you want.
Yeah,
to say.
I think I agree with you. I think with age and time and experience, I think that with someone like an Iwobi, people always when he started, there was the comparison
to his uncle
JJ Okocha,
like,
which I think now he's finally becoming his own person.
Yeah.
So is everybody's now seeing Iwobi as Iwobi now, not as JJ Okocha's nephew. Yeah, I think that was actually what probably
the story was told once of I think it was Ryan Giggs that was made captain after one of the captains had stopped playing football, and after one game he said that it is said that he went back to Ferguson. Nah, I can't do this. Did he stop him from being a great player? No. So some players just don't want that extra burden.
Yeah.
Anyway, so talking about AFCON, there's been quite a number of interesting matchups. The game started on Sunday with Morocco defeating Comoros 2-0. I'm not sure it was kind of expected. Then on Monday we saw Mali and Zambia play 1-1. Then South Africa defeated Angola 2-1. I think that was one game that you could easily call, because Angola too is not a small fry actually.
Who's in Angola again? I can't pick out.
They have a strong team. They don't have all those star players, but they do have a very strong,
I think they
close-knit unit.
Also, another very interesting one that a lot of people were looking forward to was Egypt Zimbabwe, and it looked like that game was going to end 1-1 until Mr. Mohamed Salah again decided to show up and show out and give Egypt their win for the day. I think that even for his own mental state at this point, coming from the drama from Liverpool, I think that it's actually a very good ego boost.
Speaking of drama, they were walking through the tunnel after the last game he played before they left for AFCON, and the media guys were calling him again and say, "Hey, yo, Mo." They were talking to Van Dijk, and he was walking past. Said, Mo. He said, another week? No, too close. Like, the last one he said,
he already caused a lot of drama.
So I'm not doing this back to back.
I think he intentionally did that last week, because at that time it was still hotting up, the whole tension between him and so. But after, I feel like he's played a couple of games after the comments, so he had a positive ripple effect for him.
We forget that at times everybody is human.
Yeah,
that's it. And do you understand?
We all process pain and disappointment or whatever differently. Some people felt he was being disrespectful of the club, but he didn't say. People say those things and leave. Yeah. Or say, what, put me up for sale. He didn't say any of that. He's just saying, I'm not playing and I'm still getting blamed. Yeah. And this is Slot trying to assert himself. Slot is saying, this is my own team now. These are my own players. Yeah. And these are the ones I believe in. And that's why Mo Salah is on the bench. Yeah. And I make bold to say, anybody here that supports any team in England would like to have Mo Salah in their team.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Even Man City.
Yes.
Who's going to bet you, man? Is this Savinho? Savinho is not even starter. Like.
Yes, actually. So, anyway, still going on with AFCON. Then yesterday, there were quite a number of interesting games yesterday. First, it was there was Tunisia, Uganda, that was still 3-1 actually. No, sorry, it was Nigeria, Tanzania that was played earlier before that. It ended 2-1. As much as Nigeria won that game, I've seen a lot of people have not very good things to say about it, saying that our finishing still has a lot of work to do. I've seen a lot of people also still complain about Osimhen's attitude that, okay, you did not finish well and you're the one getting angry with a lot of these things. Also, there's talks of Ademola Lookman being in very top form at the moment.
The goal he scored was amazing.
Indeed, doing really well for the team at the moment. Also, there was also talks of that game should have ended in the first half. This is a Tanzanian team that I think has never won a game in the AFCON, and then it looked like there was a bit of struggle at some point.
So Tanzania had a game plan. They didn't come there to be, overrun by the Super Eagles. They had a game plan. They stuck to it, basically frustrate you and everything. But this is no excuse on the part of the Eagles. Player for player, we're better than them. You understand? So did we play? Did we play as a team? And we were very wasteful. Very, very wasteful. Even the coach has acknowledged that he made a few mistakes and is hoping that everybody can correct it in the next game. The next game is the real game. That's when AFCON starts for Super Eagles.
Yeah, they're playing Tunisia next, actually. Speaking of Tunisia defeated Uganda 3-1.
Yeah, hoping that this would make Uganda the whipping boys of the team, but we won't know until we play Tunisia and they play Tanzania, and maybe Tanzania finally gets that elusive win.
We'll see. We definitely will see that. But also another very interesting set of matchups that happened yesterday. Senegal Botswana ended up 3-0. I'm not sure anybody was expecting anything better. Senegal is one of the best teams. I think, if not the best team.
Personally, I think they are the best team in AFCON. I think
that even according to FIFA rankings, I think that they're, even though they did not win the last AFCON, I think they're actually the best team in Africa.
They're currently referred to as the title favorites for AFCON, and it's clear where they are and why they are.
You cannot deny
they got to finals. Yeah,
you can't deny that.
So
which finals?
AFCON finals, last one. With Ivory Coast, yes. Yeah. I got to finals. So anyway,
what happened to Nigeria?
Okay. Oh, sorry. It was Nigeria. Oh, okay. See, people got to finals.
I do even know. I can't even tell you.
Yeah, that's
true. Nigeria did.
Yeah, Nigeria got to finals. It was Nigeria's Ivory Coast. Yes, now I remember. Yes, they did. Actually. So Senegal defeated Botswana 3-0. That seems to be a very easy one. One very interesting game that that's caused a bit of controversy is DR Congo and Benin Republic. Now, DR Congo, we know that they seem to be a team now that is giving a lot of teams headache. However, Gernot Rohr was having kind of a fit, saying that that the officiating was bad yesterday, that they deserved the penalty, and he doesn't know why it didn't seem like the VAR was working, and that Benin Republic was cheated out of that game. For people that do not know, they lost that game 1-0 to DR Congo.
They have also, put in an official complaint this time, and it looks like they have a strong case. But usually, in retrospect, I don't think anything can be done in these situations. It's sad that VAR, that is supposed to be the immediate review, failed.
Yeah, but anyway, that's the drama. I don't think that AFCON would be rid of drama. So we'll say it's early days, but we're definitely going to be seeing a lot more drama. Maybe see a lot more drama. Still talking about AFCON today. There are quite a number of interesting games that are going to play today. At the moment, Burkina Faso and Equatorial Guinea are playing at this 82nd minute. It's still 0-0 at this point. Right after the show ends at 4 p.m., Algeria and Sudan are going to be playing. That one too. These days, Sudan doesn't seem like they want to just, or would I say, no team right now wants to seem like they walk over. I think we're getting to that point now that you can't really just call anything anymore. Also at 6:30, Ivory Coast will be playing Mozambique today, and Cameroon will be playing Gabon.
Cameroon, I've got Onana, not the keeper, because they dropped that one. They've got Onana, the midfielder guy.
From
Villa. Yeah, from Villa. They have Baleba.
Yeah.
And they have Mbomo.
Yeah.
In one team.
But the thing is that Senegal actually have more. If we're comparing like player for player, Senegal have like.
But they're not playing Senegal.
They're not playing Senegal. They're playing Gabon.
Do you understand?
And it looks like Aubameyang, who's their star playing Gabon. I'm not sure he's even.
There is Baleba. You people are not understanding.
Nah, that midfield is probably the best in AFCON.
Baleba.
Yes,
personally.
Yes, yeah. You look at it.
Baleba and Onana, that's a crazy.
Yeah, midfield. That's a very fantastic one. So we'll definitely see what will be happening today, and still talking about football, I think one game that has not gone out of people's memories yesterday was the rain of penalties.
I only have 2 words for you. Kepa Arrizabalaga.
I suppose I thought the goalkeepers were going to come and take penalties.
What are you people doing?
After the 5th one, I was like, what's going on?
It was very exhausting.
I was like, what's going on?
I watched it to a point and like, nope,
I was like,
I'm not doing this.
You know, Kepa doesn't have good records when it comes to playing penalties. He's lost 1 or 2 in a crucial game.
Yeah,
and all of that.
But funny
But in
enough,
terms
he
of
seems to
keeping
be keeping them out. Yeah.
Now the sad part about yesterday's game, Arsenal struggled. They couldn't score, and they got a lifeline from an own goal. Same guy that scored the own goal for Arsenal
was one that
missed the penalty.
Yeah, it was one that missed the penalty.
The last penalty.
Lacroix.
Yeah.
Ah.
It was
Somebody should go and check that guy's account.
He probably bet.
I'm just saying.
No, I don't think that's
Meanwhile,
fair.
Lacroix na joko.
But really, I think that anybody that would have called that game, as much as actually, I think in the past 5, 6, or 7 games, Crystal Palace hasn't beat Arsenal. It's either been a draw or Arsenal has won. But anybody that looks at Crystal Palace and thinks, oh, you are going to have a walkover, they will flog you.
It's not possible.
I have a friend.
Flog you. They're probably one of the most difficult teams to play in the Premier League.
I have a friend who's an Arsenal fan, and he was watching the game where he was monitoring on his phone. We were at some party yesterday and all of that. And I said, don't worry, Arsenal will score. He said, it's already 70-something. I said, Arsenal will score. You know? Then he goes like, we don't score. And I said, Baba, calm down. Because it's someone that should be calming down for obvious reasons. But I won't go into details. You know? Then they now got to 1-1. You know, I showed that Palace actually wanted it more. Yeah. You understand?
I think that's
like going down that late in a crucial knockout stage and still being able to score a goal in the dying minutes to keep the game alive. You know, a lot of kudos must go to those guys because I think there were no pushovers and they showed us the beauty of the game. But this is where it gets beautiful. A champion would always come out tops no matter what happens. Like, you know, it's like, oh, the ball hit the bar 50 times and whatever happens. You see, the champion in you puts you on top. And that's what Arsenal was yesterday.
Yeah. I feel like if they should have buried that game in the first half. Yeah. They created so many chances, so many half chances, so many shots, and it just wasn't going in.
Yeah, but again, I would say anybody that remember this is a Crystal Palace. Was it last season? The almighty Man City that beats them home and away. Do you understand? So I think that as much as Arsenal won that game, it was a huge test for them. It was definitely a huge test for them. Kudos to Crystal Palace. They definitely gave their whole all. They were not going to be a walkover, but in all, they both gave us a very interesting.
Someone should check on that left back that played for them in the first half. Martinelli was destroying him in that first half. Destroying him.
Let's just hope that he has removed him from his back pocket.
Anyway, still talking a bit of sports before we move away from sports. Coming down to Nigeria, National Sports Commission has officially now announced that the Falcons and the Tigres houses and $100,000 that the president had promised them are now ready for collection.
Now, $100,000 will be in naira, not the dollar version of it. And last I checked, that's a lot of money. And they're getting those houses, you know, everything, the apartments, I think, or houses, they are ready now. I think this is the fastest turnaround period for such promises by any Nigerian government. So I want to say kudos to the government. Thank you for doing this. And now, why your Peking no go play ball? Why your Peking no go play basketball?
Yeah.
Really and truly, I know they all get paid. Michelle Aloze is moving to Chicago again. You know, they all get paid playing for professional football. But you know, nationally, when they bring honor to the country beyond the pride,
and then they get rewarded for it. It's really
I've
nice.
always said one thing about our reward system. one, we're very poor at keeping records. Very, very poor.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot come now and ask this day in Nigerian sports, what happened today in 1967, 77, 87, 97, 2007, 2017. You cannot find it. You know why? Because we're very poor at keeping records. The other thing we're poor at is rewards. You get it? We know how to say ODA score Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
ODA score Nigeria was Nigeria's chance to go to the World Cup for the first time in the 70s, and he scored an own goal. And that's how Nigeria did not qualify. I think it was 78 or 77 or thereabout. You get it? So there's still that, people from that generation and mine still talk about ODA score Nigeria. People know it. But who's talking about the other people that did well in that period?
Yeah.
So when we see this for these young ones now, we hope that it is now properly structured. That you just know that every 10 years or 5 years it is reviewed. You win gold, get this.
Yeah.
You win a trophy, get that.
Get that, yeah. Anyway, also moving away from that and still talking about sports before we leave the matter of sports. Anthony Joshua is said to actually on the day of after destroying Jake Paul at this point actually apologized to his mom, saying that that it was just the game, that and his mom was the one that came out to talk about it and saying that it was really very brutal watching her son getting.
Does she not know the sport of boxing?
According to her, she said that her son made her believe that he was going to knock out Anthony Joshua.
Has she seen Anthony Joshua fight?
Has she seen his size?
Also,
has she seen his size?
I feel like these boxers should stop fighting this guy.
I mean,
I feel like he's just making a mockery of the sport in general, because this is not a trained athlete. First of all, this is just a YouTuber. I just stopped YouTube like a couple of years ago, and he just decided that because I have this amount of money, I can do whatever I want. And I feel like most of his matches are fixed, personally.
Okay, I agree with some of the things you said. The thing is that you and I, and even those who can still become professional boxers, as long as we can go through the proper channels and get trained, which he has done. You get? So not being a boxer from the get, and I'm not gonna lie, let's put being politically correct aside. I detest the fact that Jake Paul is parading himself as a boxer. Now, not only that, he now seems to be a boxer that does not respect the sport. He says he does, but he doesn't. The guy is a cruiserweight, and you're fighting someone who is heavyweight, two-time unified champion of the world. Do you understand? That's the guy and you know what? You were planning to fight someone else in your weight category, then something went wrong with that person, and you don't see anybody else to pick. It's Anthony Joshua, who is Anthony can even be super heavyweight if you look at one way, but he's not even the biggest heavyweight, but he's not a cruiserweight. You are a cruiserweight. Cruiserweight is between light heavy and heavy, and Anthony is heavy. So you should have dropped down to fight light heavy, or find someone in cruiser. That's why people like Usyk, they're dangerous, because Usyk was able to do everything at cruiser and step up to heavy, and you see what he's doing.
And broke his freaking jaws. When I saw those things, I'm like, what?
In two different places, not just one.
Two.
Yes.
Yeah, two different places. Two
left
sides,
and right.
Left and right. He
So-
broke his jaws, man.
So the thing is that you get decked. He's bringing out his tongue. There's blood there. He's acting like. Meanwhile,
It was
the guy
aura
don't kill
for me.
it was
I have
oral.
a feeling
it
that
was
it was
oral for
even
me.
that even someone like Anthony Joshua actually purposely, I might be wrong.
He took it easy on him.
He drew that fight out.
Yeah,
to round
he
six.
took it easy on him.
You do not have a feeling. You are correct.
Like it took it so
I watched
easy
the
on
fight.
him.
Like, what
I
are you
watched it.
doing
Watch it.
here?
No, I watched it.
Oh, I went back actually. It's
I watched
on
it.
Netflix.
I watched the entire thing. There were 4 fights on the night, so I watched all 4 fights. I'm a big boxing person, so I watched the fight. Now, everybody said if AJ cannot knock him out in round 1, that he has failed.
Yeah.
Even the commentators, David A, all of them were saying, the analysts were saying also some crap. But what AJ did was to teach him a boxing lesson. It was a boxing masterclass. Like AJ, and again, the guy had learned one thing. He was moving around. How do you want to? It was running. Always running.
Yeah. Every time.
Can you run
he
for
was
10?
just going on his
Can you
knees
run
trying
for
to
10
run.
rounds?
Yeah.
Can you? So what AJ did was AJ wore him down. AJ was decking him.
Mm-hmm.
It would land. AJ was throwing more punches than normal. The guy was dodging and dodging. But when he started landing the 1-2s, and he was giving him those body shots.
He did feel out small.
Yeah, then you see him, he quickly falls and holds his leg. And Anthony Joshua just basically used him as a punching bag. That's what he did. Now, what he doesn't understand, because there's a mandatory rule in America, I think it's the Miami boxing board. For 60 days, he can't fight. He has to. But people said he was banned. He's not banned. It's just that 60 days he can't fight. He has to go check himself and everything. Now, what he doesn't understand is that every boxer that is worth his salt, that wants to fight this guy, should always go for that jaw. In boxing, that's what we do. Like, if you have a cut, I will leave every part of your body, and I'll be targeting that cut. I have to reopen that wound. I have to make it deeper. I have to stop you. I want blood to flow into your eyes so that you will tell them you are not fighting anymore. Do you understand? Instead of me going for your body to weaken you, now that they know that you have this jaw that was disjointed,
it was horrible. Like, I'm like, what's Anthony Joshua doing? Like, he just dragged it
AJ
out.
took his time. Round 6.
He really did take his time.
No, it was good. I think he deserved that type of beating.
No, I wanted that beating that would make him say, you know what? I'm going back to UFC.
I'm going back to UFC. I'm going back to YouTube. I'm not even fighting again.
He should just join his brother in WWE. That one, we know that. Okay. They do whatever it is that they like.
I don't know, man.
But I also feel that it's a lot of money.
And I feel like that's the exact reason why I chose.
It was all about the money.
That's the exact reason.
The company that pushed it now, he owns that company. Oh yeah.
Is it that water?
No. The promotion company itself.
So okay.
Do you understand? Like, okay, it's in conjunction with Netflix, but the company, just like the Saudi guys, his own company was one of the promoters.
Yeah, so makes a lot.
He has made his money.
So on two fronts.
Two broken jaws for how many millions of dollars?
Honestly, I don't mind it.
Like,
I don't mind it.
You can just fix it. Couple months, you're back.
I'm back. I'm good.
I do not mind the broken jaw for that much.
That kind of money,
in fact, the way I would crash into AJ's punch, I'm the one that would jump into it like, bow.
Just that round one, just one punch, I'm out. Don't worry. If you lose, you still get money. Oh. So don't worry about it.
I just bow like that.
Don't worry about it.
I'm done. The next thing I want to see is alert. The way for last one alert before this show, and it was like, thank you, Jesus.
Alhamdulillah. Thank God.
Thank God. I said, okay. Allah do it. I say, yes, so.
Yes, so please.
Anyway. Now, moving on from that, let's move away from sports and let's come down to a lot of things. Nigeria, first things first, the federal government has relieved that it said the national security agencies are actively partnering with social media platforms to identify and remove accounts operated by terrorists and criminal groups for propaganda, fundraising, and coordination of attacks.
Okay, I'm glad that they put this out officially, and I'm going to say this: a lot of people that know about the tools. And it doesn't even need to be at government level. For instance, on Twitter, there's a way an account will breach the Twitter laws. You get, and you report the account, and Twitter will respond. I'm not gonna lie. This year, personally, I have had at least 5 accounts shut down because I go through your timeline and I see this thing that you're doing breaches the Twitter laws, not even the laws of Nigeria. Maybe it does too, yeah? So if I can do that individually, imagine what government can achieve, And people have always wondered why the terrorists are allowed to have social media accounts.
Yeah.
Kidnappers are flaunting monies, ransom monies that they have collected, and they have guns and bombs, and they're showing off. Do you understand? No.
I think that
no. It shouldn't be.
On the side of when it comes to counterterrorism and all that, people also, I know that a lot of people say, oh, these people run accounts, social media accounts, why can't you just shut it down? Anybody that knows the way these things work will know that at times there's a lot of VPNs and a lot of bouncing of things. So it's really not as easy as we make it seem. But I hope that this fight against terrorism and banditry is actually sorted.
I can tell you for free. Some people don't want to hear this in quote excuse that Dolupo just gave. Because the Minister of Communication said something like this, and of course,
and they came
all
for
hell
him.
was let
yeah,
loose.
I agree. But anyway,
however, I'm saying that can government be more creative? Can they pay ethical hackers also? Do you understand? Can't we invest in the technology rather than shut down those accounts? Use it to track their locations.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Yeah, I think
Anyway.
that would be a much better use of it, guy.
Anyway, so the federal government through the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, like I said, the EFCC is not smiling. It doesn't look like they are going on holidays. The federal government had announced 25th and 26th as public holiday, but it doesn't look like the EFCC is going on holiday. Why? Because no rest for the weekend
at all.
Does crime go on holidays?
Nope.
After they had
doesn't sleep.
they had detained the former Attorney General of the Federation. I think that they have finally released him on I think temporary bail or something. I'm not sure of that, but it is official now. He has now been charged with 16 counts of alleged money laundering charges to the tune of wait for it 1,408,500 naira only.
Yeah, at least it's not trillion, you know. I think that would be too much. If it was trillion, that would be
so
like
billion is not too much.
Trillion is pushing it a little
There's
bit.
talks of about 34 houses. There's talks of a university, an entire private university. There's one of the best hotels in his home state that has also been said to belong to him, allegedly. All of these things belong to him, allegedly. And they're saying that he didn't have them before he became minister. Do you understand? So they must have been acquired during his tenure as minister.
So this is in addition to the 1 billion plus that was found in one bank account of Sterling Bank. In Sterling Bank, it was his son and one other of his so-called employees was also they're also co-defendants in this matter. And I remember we had talked about this thing last week. Again, I say, I think it's more embarrassing that it's a whole former Attorney General of the Federation. This was the number one lawyer in the whole country. And if people are supposed to uphold the law, these are the people that you expect to uphold the law. 1, 2, that's one disappointing part. 2, you are the ones that know how the law and the loopholes in the law, and it was this obvious. You made it this obvious. And I don't know if maybe I'm the one that thinks like this, but I think that people that do some of this thing, and this is just not him particularly, I'm talking about at times people that have even been convicted of these crimes and how easily they've been able to trace some things to these people. Is it that you really think that people are dumb?
Are not watching what you're doing.
Do you understand? Like, you really taking people for granted so much that because if you really don't take people for granted, you probably, even if you want to commit the crime, you probably would take more measures to at least cover up your tracks a little bit.
So if you understand systems and structures, you will get this point that Dolupo is trying to make, or has made, or is making. Now, allegedly, the number one crime fighter in Nigeria, being that is in charge of the judiciary, and that's where all cases end up. He's supposed to pick the lawyers that fight the cases on behalf of Nigeria and all of that, and everything legal. You know, the buck stops on his own table. You would understand how, if it's true that under him for about 8 years or thereabout, you know, we were fighting corruption. Abi? Nigeria was always saying anti-corruption. Under Buhari, the mantra was anti-corruption. That auntie at some point in time got tired. She could be like, make una leave me, allegedly corrupt past me. But let's talk about it. Yeah? When they know that they have put booby traps in the system that prevents the system from working the way it should, That's why they stay. That's why they do these things and stand. Because on a good day, the day when they hand over, you're supposed to pack all your load and your loot. And you're supposed to skedaddle, like make it go one island somewhere. Say, oh yeah, look at that woman that was in charge of petroleum under Goodluck Jonathan. She's said to have stolen a couple, right?
Couple.
Where is she? Is she in jail?
No, she's
is she in Nigeria?
No.
Do you understand? That one no say if it did Nigeria and go don't touch her. But you stay for Nigeria. Oh, not
you
only
wanted to be. You announced that you want to be governor.
Not only did you stay, you are now entering politics.
Parading yourself. Yeah, I think that
you know,
it's a slap on our faces.
No, it's a slap because they know that the system doesn't work. So until the system starts to work, that these things will be reduced. When people know that with or without the president, with or without the leader of NDLEA, ICPC, EFCC, that the system will work against them, then go behave now.
You have sense, Abi. You have sense.
Then go behave.
It is just embarrassing. Really.
And again, I'm advocating for a special court. I don't like these things, the way they drag. I need a court that January 4th is sitting on this matter. 16-count charge. Present your case for 1 or 2 weeks. Let him defend himself. Because he was the one that said they should charge him if they have anything against him. Papa, you really believe that they don't get anything against you? Because all this way that they count now is against you.
Against
you. How you want claim say your son see all the money where they see for your account?
Anyway, we'll follow this case and we'll see where it's going to, because I know that he had even accused the EFCC chairman of witch hunting him. So it's safe to say that EFCC is really
witch hunt.
But it's
on
his jugular.
Is it witch hunt?
It's on his jugular. They are sitting on his jugular like this.
If someone is witch hunting you and there's nothing for them to hunt, they will fail.
Yeah. But you have like 16 count charges against
allegedly you have committed all these crimes and you are still calling it a witch hunt.
Anyway,
Nigerian Witches Council. And I suppose don't vex, so they using their name in vain.
Anyway, very interesting thing happened yesterday. So there's a particular person who there's a lot of people that have been going on about him for about 10 years now. This person is on death row, and why? It's a very interesting case. Why? Because it was said to used to be a farmer. Particular herdsman came into his farm, according to the story, and with his cows destroyed his crops, and then he was attacked, and in self-defense killed the herder, and then the case went to court, and he was sentenced to death.
Wait, the herdsman attacked his farm first.
On his farm?
Yes.
Self-defense.
No, they said it was murder.
They said it was murder, and he was sentenced to death. According to now, the governor of Adamawa State has officially now granted him a pardon
after 10 years.
He could have been killed already.
He could have been killed.
Okay, I want to say thank you to the governor, Fintiri. This was one of the things that also lighted up the fire under the Nigerian government when they were talking about Christian genocide allegedly being rampant in Nigeria. The guy is a Christian, up north, and his name is Sunday Jackson. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And how is it that he didn't go to the herdsman's ranch? Oh, herdsmen don't have ranches, right? Okay. This happened on his farm. Thank God for one of the judges that refused to vote alongside all the other judges. You start to look at the judiciary at times and like wondering, is everything going to be driven by sentiments? Because the law is a respecter of nothing like that. The law does not respect your feelings or your emotions now.
Yeah.
And they were going to off this guy like that. They would just off the guy.
For him being on his own and
somebody
somebody
they protect
coming to
himself.
attack him.
Yeah.
Person where they protect himself on his farm. You don't understand? It doesn't go their own village now. It's a different ball game.
That would be a whole different
The
story.
man just basically fought to protect himself. This is one of the best things I've heard out of Nigeria this year. You know, I am extremely happy for him, and shout out to his father and members of the family that actually kept the faith and kept on pushing until it became a national and international matter. Because now it was one of the things that the U.S. People were also talking about.
Anyway, so at least again, like I said that time, the man definitely would remember the Christmas of 2025.
Let us also remind everybody that carrying your cattle from one end to the other is banned, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just saying.
Let's know what we are doing. Exactly.
We're just saying.
It's very, 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 very important, actually.
I've been told people in this OPK states.
They should tell them.
Anyway, coming out to Lagos, police are set to deploy 5,000 officers in Lagos State for the Yuletide. I think that people should be careful, have sense.
I believe that is true. On Monday, just about 500 meters from here, we saw about 60 billion military people.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They
literally took up the whole road.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
There.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
They had soldiers,
police,
mobile
police.
police.
Oh, there was a large
NSCDC.
Detachment of them.
So
yes,
I believe.
Yes,
I believe.
Now that you said it, I remember. So
I also made a trip to Ondo State last week, and
as usual.
2 things.
As usual. I looked at. I was hoping you would look at me back. I didn't want to say anything.
As usual, how?
Nothing.
Whatever.
You
Please
are
proceed,
everywhere.
Mr. Shola.
So there's something I observed, and if you're driving on the Ogun State side of federal roads, they are very bad, very, very bad. That's leaving Lagos, leaving Ogun, in through Ondo. But once you get to the Ondo end of federal roads, they're fantastic. But your fantastic will only last for 3 minutes because there is a checkpoint every 3 to 5 minutes. I kid you not. Like on the Ondo side of things, there's a checkpoint. Like you drive 5 minutes, back.
So F up and find out.
You know, and as tiring as it could be, I had to explain to a few people. I said, wouldn't you rather have that than
not be sure what's on the road?
You know, than being pulled over by the other people.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a group of local government people at a particular checkpoint before Ore that are extorting people for as high as 50, 60, 70,000 naira for some funny document that will expire this December. You're driving a space bus, you pay some commercial, even if your bus is not commercial. They already prepared the documents. They're like this high.
Yeah. I think that's always the problem with deploying police everywhere.
And
there's always
and
going
they're
to be bad
standing
eggs.
with. In fact, it's the policeman more or less that is beckoned on them at times.
It's the extortion for me at the end of the day. But anyway, we need to be careful in Lagos State. There's quite a number of things happening. It's really dirty indeed. The only thing is that it's not everybody that always wants to be on the road. However, let's be careful. There's so many accidents.
It's clean for all of us. He said it's clean for you.
Some people are doing some dirty things.
We don't know. We have not been to any parties. We don't know anything.
We just stay at home and relax.
We just stay at home. We did not go to 3 parties on Saturday. We did not.
Ooh. I'm sensing the shots.
No, we did not.
Ooh.
Some people did.
Ooh. Response.
3 parties. 3.
There's only 24 hours in one day.
3 parties.
How do you break it down?
Why are you looking at me? Why do you think it's not me? Don't bother. Why are you looking at me?
I'm looking away.
The person that
Some people have attended 6 parties in 3 days.
Oh no!
And if you had the weekend to it, they done 8 parties in 5 days. How?
Wow. See, it's a very dirty one for people.
Why?
A horrible.
Very clean December for me.
I see. We see.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Anyway, it definitely is a very interesting one for Lagos. I would just say that please, there's so many accidents that are happening over and over again. Please, let's be patient. Let's you know, if you're going to be on the road, let's do it carefully.
Yeah.
It's really it's very disturbing. Anyway, moving on from that, and let's go on quickly and let's do a bit of politics quickly before we go. First things first, there's an APC chieftain that had an interview that is basically telling the PDP to get its act together, or maybe it should just merge with ADC at this point and just forgo the whole concept of the PDP. And I think that one of the reactions he was having was after the Oyo State governor had a media parley, and he made some statements that have gotten a bit of conversation going. One of it is that there's no faction in the PDP, making it seem like the PDP. What is wrong with you?
It's the water.
Sorry.
No, it's not.
Sorry.
Making it seem like the PDP is fine, everything is fine with the PDP, and it almost looks like, and the man was basically saying, because with the amount of defections, take for example now, in Rivers State, 2 senators have defected, 6 House of Rep members have defected to the APC. In fact, there talks.
It's another one.
Not even just the PDP. Now, I think there was talks of Governor Alex Oti
Going back home.
of the Labour Party going to the APC as well now.
Back home.
At this point, there's almost I think in the southeast.
Who can remain for shop now?
At this point,
Look,
yeah.
look.
It's and you really can't blame anybody but my problem with maybe a party like PDP is the fact that, like, the governor not acknowledging that there is a problem.
I mean, what else is he supposed?
What are the stages of grief again?
Oh. God.
I forget.
Denial.
Denial.
Google
Anger,
it.
there's
Google it.
denial,
Google
there's
it.
anger. Before you get
Google
to
it.
acceptance.
Google it.
Well, it's going to reach 2030 before we get to acceptance.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Stages of grief. There are 5 stages of grief, actually. Yeah, denial. I was correct. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
Dear Mr. Governor of your state, have you heard about the 5 stages of grief? I think, sir, that you just might, and maybe not, because I'll be wrong. I think I'm wrong. You are not going through the first stage, which is denial. You are not.
It's on
You're
denial at this point.
No, it's not.
It's
No,
denial.
So what stage is it?
There's not even anything.
He's just doing his own thing.
Look, how do you see that there are like 10 court cases by different people, and you say there's no faction in your Uncle Daddy? You had a mega party in Ibadan. They said I should stop calling it a party or a concert.
Don't do that.
Okay, so you had something that the old party people did not attend. Do you understand? You have expelled people who have counter-expelled you. Imagine when you say, it's funny now. It's funny, right? You look at your landlord and you say, you are evicted. And landlord looks at you like, now me get out. So you're like, nope, I am evicting you. So one of them is the landlord and one of them is the tenant. But they are factions. Isn't it possible for you to really accept it? So stage 1.
So it's interesting because now, even INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, has said that it's not even recognizing that faction, that the Turaki-led National Working Committee of the PDP, saying
the one that had the concert.
Yeah, that one. That's saying that there's so many court judgments and unresolved legal processes, so they're not even going to accept anything or recognize that, which is the Makinde faction.
I have a conspiracy theory.
Until everybody sorts it out, which makes sense.
So
sort out your issues first.
So this is one of the reasons why people are jumping ship. It's not because they're giving them money in APC or anything. It's because they want their political careers to continue.
Yes, I think so.
Again, Governor Seyi Makinde is not contesting yet. We don't know if he wants to be president like we've heard. So he's not returning as governor because it's only 2 terms.
Yeah.
So he's not under that pressure to look for who will sign his form that INEC will accept. Do you understand? Yeah. So a lot of these politicians are already projecting. They need it. So they need to go to a stable party and it doesn't have to be APC.
Yeah.
But just then to go to a party that the INEC
sure
will
that
not say
INEC will recognize. Yeah.
these signatures are forged or they are wrong. Do you understand?
Yeah.
This is one of the biggest things that's making them cross. But him in himself is not contesting for governor again. He has done 2 terms.
So he can afford to just, be feeling like a daddy way.
And that's where the conspiracy theory now comes into play.
Okay.
At the end of the day, sir, are you working for the president indirectly one way? Because really and truly, all you guys need to do is to put your personal ambitions aside and fix the PDP.
Yeah.
Do you know that all they need to do, call Wike, call all the angry people back.
I
and say,
think Wike is far gone.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying that before it got this bad, all they have to do was say, okay, what do you want? This is what I want. And they fix the PDP.
Like adults, yeah.
They fix the PDP.
Now, is it so bad as a former minority-led leader of the House of Reps, Veronica Liu, had actually advised the PDP to either put its act together or merge with the ADC? Is it this bad now?
Isn't it obvious? Isn't it glaring? Do you understand? It's glaring now. You can see it. The handwriting is on the wall. It's so sad, Sha.
It is sad that you think that someone.
Because believe it or not, Nigeria needs a strong opposition.
But at the moment now, we don't, and it is what it is. But we actually don't. We actually don't have a strong. Even ADC have their own issues. Labour Party, oh God, don't even let us begin. And there's really nobody at this point. So yeah, at times you wonder, like, are these people not really just working for the president, directly or indirectly?
Because at the end of the day, who is going to benefit from all of this?
The president. The president. Anyway, moving on from that quickly, Pope Leo has called that there should be a global truce on Christmas Day, saying that all fights and everything there should be more like a ceasefire on Christmas Day.
It's just 24 hours.
And I was going to say, is there of these countries that even recognize Christmas Day?
Whether they do or not, it's an opportunity for them to lay down their weapons at least for 60 to 72 hours, 24, 48, 72 hours or thereabout, Let's have some peace.
Anyway, finally, before we go, Libya's military chief and 7 others are said to have been killed as a private jet crashed after takeoff in Turkey today.
Every time there's a crash involving top military brass, people always think many things. Yeah. It just goes into overdrive. And now this didn't even happen in their country, it happened in another country. Hopefully they will then get the black box or whatever it is that those.
Yeah, I think it has now been retrieved actually.
And find out the real cause.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, that is all we have to take today on the bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Christmas Day. Are we having Christmas celebration? We should have a Christmas celebration.
Drinks. We should actually. I think we should have drinks on the table tomorrow.
It's Christmas.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
Makes sense.
Anyway.
Some Irish cream and some brandy. And if possible, some food, or some snacks.
Anyway,
what do you guys think?
Yeah.
You suggested it and I'm keen into it.
Yeah. It's Christmas.
I second it.
It's Christmas.
But it's beer that this one we get.
Anything that has alcohol.
No brandy for you.
I'm good.
On that note, thank you for listening. Thank you for
Merry
watching.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Have a beautiful day ahead.
We love you. Let's do it.